You will be shocked by the secret that I learned in my 20s, and it really changed the whole direction of my life. And I want to share that with you, because when you understand this for yourself, then you feel like, I know what to do. I have some direction. And when we have direction, we have confidence. It helps create a sense of peace within ourselves. So I'll never forget, I was living in Los Angeles, and at the time I had hardly any money, and I didn't have money to join my friends to go out to expensive meals in LA or go out to expensive pool day clubs or even buy bottles of alcohol. So what did I do? Every weekend, I would spend my own time in the Barnes & Noble at the Grove. It's an outdoor mall. It's one of my favorite places in Los Angeles. And I would go there every weekend when I wasn't working, and I would read one book after the next. Because here's the secret that nobody needs you. Your voice doesn't matter. You don't matter. That you are needed now more than ever. Spiritual alpha is a man who's committed to a mission. He is a man who has a vision, and he knows that in order to do that, that he needs relationship. To champion your heart.
Best in my name. Check no restraints. I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess, and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout, and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate.
My intuition told me, and this is why it's so important for you to really master your inner game, understanding what's going on inside of yourself. Because the more that you trust yourself, the more that you trust your intuition, the better leader you can be, the stronger alpha you become as you trust yourself. So in trusting myself, I had this intuition that said, Arica, everything that you want has to come from here inside. There are some things inside of you that aren't wired right, sister, and you got to rewire these things. You got to heal these things. There are maybe some places that are broken inside that need tending to, that need to be mended. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about inner game. And so what I would do is I would read one self-help book after the next at that Barnes & Noble. Granted, I couldn't even afford to buy the books. I literally could afford the coffee that I would buy. I would sit there for hours just drinking that one cup of coffee and reading one self-help book after the next. Now listen, at the time I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a model. Never in my life did I think that I would become a dating and relationship expert or a self-help expert. I never thought that that would be my path. But I wanted to give to myself first and foremost before I was even in a position to help other people. To this day, I am so grateful that I listened to my intuition, because my intuition back in my 20s set me up for understanding things like mental health, understanding more about inner healing. I had learned a bit about it, but diving in more and understanding why inner healing would change everything for me, that it would rebuild me for who I am. You might be watching this and you might be struggling. You might have some areas in your life that you feel very not confident in. Maybe, chances are, it's relationships, it's women. And what I want to tell you is that the biggest secret isn't trying to understand all the things outside of yourself. I think that that is the biggest mistake that I see so many men make when they want to change everything on the outside, not understanding that the real power comes from within. That is where your true source of power is. But it's dealing with the inner healing. It's dealing with your mental health and finding solutions to that. And that's what my coaching is for. My online programs about boundaries and vulnerability, becoming the emotional warrior, up-leveling yourself. All of my programs are geared to make you feel successful, to empower you, to equip you, to give you those tools, so that you don't have to go through life needing everything on the outside to be in perfect alignment, but that you, as the master of your life, you create that from the inside out. And let me tell you, who I was in my 20s and who I am now, are very different. And I'm so glad that I trusted myself. I listened to that inner intuition. And so I want to equip you to do the same thing. You don't have to start from where I started from. Where my ceiling is, that can be your floor. And get supported with those online courses or with my coaching. My darling, you're loved. You have what it takes. But this is the next level alpha. This is the alpha 2.0. If you want to become that guy, then start tapping into your power that you already have on the inside. It's not the approval of the next woman who says yes to you. It's what you face when you unlock those power tools on the inside of you. I love you, my darling, and I'll see you in my next video. And let this next video really support you.